So I'm Tara, an AuDHD clinician and educator. And just recently I've been on a panel and I've been chatting to people and talking about one of the biggest issues in rolling out neurodivergent affirming services, therapies, supports, workplaces. Like, what would be the biggest impositions? And you know what? When I have to break it down completely, it comes back to fluctuating capacity. And I think it's something that I haven't talked about much before, and I haven't heard talked about much before. Not saying it's not an issue we're all aware of, we are, but fluctuating capacity, I think, is one of the biggest differences from the neurodivergent world to the neurotypical world. Autistics and ADHDers, we can be absolutely brilliant for 3 days of a week, and then 2 days in a hole, like in bed, unable to move, barely able to focus, or even we can still attend work or school or wherever we may be, but we're just like zoned out because it's almost like we use our energy tomorrow today. So one of the biggest issues I find is this fluctuating capacity. So if you're going to roll out neurodivergent affirming workplace situations and employment, how would you do that? Because so many of us can function at 250% the success and capability of our neurotypical employees for part of the time. But then on the week or the few days or however long that we don't function and we're in a bit of a hole or we're just a bit dopey and we can't put one foot in front of the other, we'd lose our jobs in a regular workforce. If you weren't in a neurodivergent affirming workforce, you wouldn't be able to survive. You'd have to have outcome-based positions, contractor-based positions. In school, I think it's a really big issue as well, because some of these children, due to their monotropic brains, they can be fantastic for part of the time. They can solve problems that other children can't solve, but then they can have so much dysfunction that they almost get expelled instantly. Fluctuating capacity is something I think we all need to start talking about, because I think it's one of the biggest limitations for most of us in almost all environments.